What is this? Something spooky? Something scary? Something the world of video games had never known before, but they would soon enough, and a new genre would be born. The story begins in 1989 with the release of a film called Sweet Home, the story of a small film crew entering the mansion of artist Ichiro Mamiya, whose paintings they wish to restore in order to complete their documentary on his work. However, they find themselves trapped within the manor, where the spirit of Mamiya's wife begins to pick off the film crew one by one. By reuniting Lady Mamiya with her son, who had been buried in a makeshift grave, 3 members of the crew are able to escape as the building collapses. Tokuro Fujiwara, who had previously worked on Ghosts and Goblins and was the lead producer on the Mega Man series, was tasked with creating a game based on the film, for which he developed a top-down RPG of sorts, where the crew of 5 had to solve puzzles using an array of items like a point-and-click adventure. With an emphasis on strategy over action in order to make it through the game, Sweet Home on the Famicom laid the groundwork for what would ultimately become the survival horror genre. In 1993, Fujiwara tasked Shinji Mikami, with whom he had worked on Goof Troop and Disney's Aladdin on the Super NES, with creating a game set in a haunted mansion along the lines of Sweet Home. Essentially, the goal was to include all the things that never made it into the original title. Mikami was initially reluctant to work on the game, as he hated being scared, and stated that he knew very well what's frightening. Ultimately, he was convinced to accept, taking on the task by himself for the first 6 months, developing the game as a Super NES title. He worked tirelessly on storyboards and character designs, and even produced 40 pages of script, all inspired by a number of external sources like Lucio Fulci's Zombie 2, The Overlook Hotel from The Shining, and a number of George Romero films, primarily the Living Dead series. As development shifted in 1994 to a first-person shooter game for the Sony PlayStation, development seemed to be stagnating until Mikami discovered the MS-DOS game Alone in the Dark. Realizing how much more versatile and how much less expensive their fixed camera setup was, the game was converted over to a third-person shooter with pre-rendered backgrounds and the same camera angle mechanic. Now, the game was well on its way to completion by then, but there was a bit of a snag overseas. See, in Japan, the game was titled Biohazard, since the plot revolves around the spread of a highly contagious toxin known as the T-virus. But in the US, there were a whole lot of things already called Biohazard, so navigating the legitimacy of the copyright was going to be a huge nightmare. So an internal contest was held within Capcom, and the ultimate winner was Resident Evil, which Chris Kramer, Capcom's director of communications, absolutely hated. Despite him thinking the name was super cheesy, the rest of the marketing team adored it, and the name stuck. And so, in March of 1996, Capcom released Biohazard in Japan and Resident Evil in the US, but the name wasn't the only difference between the two games. At the request of the American staff, the game was actually made harder in the West, so that it would be significantly harder for Resident Evil to be beaten in a single weekend by someone renting the game. In particular, the auto-aiming present in the original Japanese version was disabled, and the number of finite ink ribbons necessary to save the game was greatly reduced, forcing players to go for longer stretches without saving their progress. Fujiwara only expected to sell 200,000 copies of the game to their core audience of horror fans, but the game turned out to be a massive success, selling over 8.5 million copies, the best-selling debut game that Capcom has ever had. So let's talk about the story. On July 24th, 1998, the Special Tactics and Rescue Service is sent to investigate a series of strange murders taking place in the outskirts of Raccoon City in the Arklay Mountains. The Bravo team was sent in first, but failed to report back, so the Alpha team, consisting of Chris Redfield, Jill Valentine, Albert Wesker, Barry Burton, Rebecca Chambers, and Joseph Frost, were sent in to find them. Didn't end well for Joseph. The other 5, now abandoned by helicopter pilot Brad Vickers, run toward the seemingly abandoned Spencer Mansion. However, by the time they arrive, most of the team has disappeared, leaving either Chris and Rebecca or Jill and Barry, depending on which character the player selects. The 2 are ultimately forced to make their way through the mostly locked mansion, discovering clues about the building's owner and its architect, and revealing the dark secret hidden below. Playing as Jill gives you the benefit of more inventory slots, a lockpick, and more firepower thanks to Barry's help. Meanwhile, playing as Chris gives you more health, and less of everything else, but hey, Rebecca helps as your medic, so there's that. The game ended up being the true progenitor of the modern survival horror genre and spawned a massive franchise to follow it. It was so popular that Nintendo signed a deal with Capcom to bring it and a number of other Resident Evil games back in the form of remakes. The terms of Nintendo and Capcom's exclusivity contract stated that the 4 main series titles released at the time, Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, and Code Veronica, would be re-released on the GameCube. However, while most of the games could do with a simple visual upgrade and re-release, Shinji Mikami felt that the original Resident Evil had aged too poorly to simply re-release without some additional work. So he spearheaded a full remake, rebuilding the game from scratch and adding a few new elements to increase the game's difficulty. And then it was re-released digitally in HD for a whole bunch of systems, like the Xbox One. No more tank controls! Alright, let's play Dead.
Hey, it's the C-Pad!
It's John 1998.
The C-Pad Alpha team, huh?
Welcome.
This is the first. This is the
inaugural episode.
Yeah.
The inaugural episode of the
I
C-Pad.
was gonna say
C-Pad.
primordial, but that's
Let's
not the
play
right word.
Dead.
No, I feel like the last thing that you posted in relation to this was the primordial episode.
I guess that's
true.
Oh God, that hurts.
Ouch.
Is this why people are turning into zombies and killing everyone?
The screen is just
Her eyes
fucking
Is
are
me up.
Beyonce a newscaster? Who was that HD bitch?
Beyonce's
Wow.
husk. HD murder husk.
Wee. Flying through the clouds, man.
Okay, what happened to the Bravo team? Oh no.
Oh, there it is.
Chris,
Look,
you haven't
Chris.
found anything yet?
Look, Chris.
Joseph.
Oh,
Joseph.
This is the better. There's actually footage of the helicopter.
Yeah, right. This is a decidedly much better.
Joseph Frost, my man.
Is he still gonna pick up the gun by the gun and find?
Oh no.
Oh, there's
Kevin.
Not Kevin.
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 Kevin. Not Kevin.
Did you get hurted?
We continue
What, that's a.
search for
That
That's
seems
me.
like a weird.
Looks just like me.
Just like you.
His jaw's a little not chiseled enough, though.
nightmare.
You know?
Nightmare.
You know what
I
I'm
know,
saying?
yeah.
You know,
That's
right?
what I was thinking the same
Nightmare.
thing.
I know you were.
This looks just like that place that we shot at. Too.
This
It honestly looks
It
more
does.
like
We
it
did a
than
good job.
the other video.
original
did, yeah.
one.
your
Oh,
location
so-
scout did
It
a
looks
great
like
job.
I do have a shotgun in this version,
Oh,
huh?
it looks just
Yeah,
like me.
you do.
So
yeah,
why,
the no pupils.
why can't I take out those dogs if
No,
I'm
that's
holding
cataracts.
a shotgun?
I like it. You still get a little hanky.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, trees, my only
It's a
weakness.
bandana.
Jump scare.
Nah, they wouldn't do that to us. It's a
Yeah,
classic
glad I
game.
brought
we,
my GoPro.
we selected walk in the park mode.
Joe's so nervous.
No, we didn't. We selected.
Oh,
we
there's
selected
nothing
tough-
there.
kinda
I'm
tough mode.
fine.
Like riding a bike or
I'm
whatever.
Fine.
Oh, there you go. That was a much more effective shot than
Zombie
close up
pup.
of his mouth and his eyes and shit.
Oh, I love this.
Ugh. That's rough.
Ouchies, ouchies.
Not the bees. Not the bees.
Joseph!
Right? What was that?
Oh, there's 4 dogs.
Oh.
I thought there was only one in the.
Jill hasn't shot a single thing yet.
Yeah, right? Shoot something.
She's
say
like, well, it's
something.
obviously too late.
But Pete is gonna come after me.
Oh no, there's Super Rabbit.
Uh-oh. Oh, no, it's Raby.
What?
Oh,
Jill.
Jill,
you
come
fell
on.
for what reason?
Because she's a woman.
Ah,
And she's in a cutscene.
they're not allowed
that's how that
to
works.
be competent. That's
Oh,
right.
Those dogs
I'm glad
are
we
pretty
passed that law.
scary.
That's the standard goat. Whoop. Oh, bye, Dustin.
Yeah, I'll see
Hey,
you guys
Brad.
tomorrow.
Sometimes I'm worried that people on the internet don't understand that, like,
We're joking.
sexist jokes are jokes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So just like on the internet, people, P.S. That was jokes.
Wesker saved
The
his life.
future is female.
Yeah, no shit.
Hey, man.
Females are the only people I enjoy having sex with. So they have a high value to me. I don't
know why I
understand.
laughed so hard at that. I know.
This is
assume.
news to the audience.
Yeah, I do a good job of
We
keeping
like to
them
tell
guessing.
the truth on the C-pad.
Yeah, the C-pad is
This
the
is where
truest
you get to the nitty-gritty
expression
of
of
the
the
D-pad.
Enter the
D-pad
survival
lives.
horror, says
I mean the C-pad
someone,
personal
apparently.
lives.
Mm-hmm.
Enter the survival horror.
So I have my own station now. I just need to get my own separate channel, like entirely.
I like that it's a station.
Wait, so
I don't know.
well, how
we
did
don't know
that
what
even
Chris is.
happen?
What?
Is Barry still good?
Yeah, Barry's
Barry's
your
right
buddy.
Does this
Not quite
berry
your
look more like
ordinary
Venti?
house.
Not quite your ordinary.
I don't know.
That's for sure.
Where's Chris?
Hey, where's Chris?
No.
I don't know.
Jill, no.
Don't want to go.
He's
back.
not over
I
there.
don't want to go back out there.
But we've
I'm
got
getting
to
it.
find
The
What was that?
so does Rebecca not exist
Chris?
at all in
No.
In Jill's
Deleted.
storyline?
Correct.
Go and investigate.
The
Like-
real story is somewhere
going
in
with
between the two stories.
That's the thing is like, okay, so Chris's story,
I go back a long way.
uh,
All right.
or actually rather, in Jill's
should go.
story,
I'll
everybody's
survive.
accounted for. Joseph is dead, Brad abandoned them, and
sharp.
Chris gets lost. Or separated, or whatever. And that's everybody that you've seen, including Barry, Jill,
Man,
and Wesker.
Wesker's such a good guy. He's
But
really. competent.
In Chris's,
In
Barry's gone and is replaced with Rebecca.
No, Chris shows up with Jill and Wesker in the first thing. So yeah, Barry is just like gone after the opening
just
cutscene.
unexists after that.
Yeah.
Easier?
I like that word, unexist.
Unexists. So am I playing now? Oh,
Oh,
my
you're in.
God!
Oh,
I
you
can
did.
move. This is crazy. I've never played this kind of
Hell
Resident
yeah!
Evil
So
game.
this is
Wow.
Resident Evil.
Does it feel a lot better?
HD.
It's gonna make dodging zombies a lot easier, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
All right.
Ink ribbon.
Ink ribbon. Yeah, I guess so, because you're gonna make me take that.
CJ, didn't you go to high school with a girl named Ink Ribbon?
You know,
No, it was Dink Ribbon.
Oh, right,
Dink
of course.
ribbon.
Oh, look, the
when
Musketeers.
two have run each other through, the path to your destiny will open true.
So
Eastmost Peninsula
at
is the
10:10?
secret.
What?
At 10:10 or 150?
I
Ah,
think you'd better take a look at this.
I don't want
I
to.
can make my face
I don't
look
want
really
to.
weird. Mmm,
I
tastes
like-
like ketchup.
Also, before we get too deep into this, I just want to point out that we got John and Rick on the weenie couch tonight.
Yep.
See if you can
Yeah.
find any other clues.
Oh,
This is
I'm
where
not even
my
on the
mic
weenie
is,
couch.
What's the weenie
not.
couch?
Let's just hope
The
it's
weenie
not
couch-
places.
The weenie couch is where me and Felice was the couch that
Yeah.
me and Felice were on for the entirety of
Oh.
Resident Evil 7.
Yeah.
Should we switch? Because
We were
I'm not
weenies.
super susceptible to
Well, I don't know,
jump
John.
scares.
You're pretty much a weenie for this game.
Am I?
I don't know. Are you scared?
Not yet.
It's a
Not yet.
today,
I don't know
tonight's
Barry's
the,
eyes.
Tonight it's the literal weenie couch.
The
Okay,
weenie couch.
so
CJ also has
Yeah,
a weenie.
because we have weenies.
Yeah,
this is
he's on
so
a-
this is
and he's on a
interesting.
chair
When the
that's-
He's on a
camera
weenie
changes,
chair.
the controls
The
don't
trick
change
is-
until you take your thumb off the stick. So that's actually good.
Okay, so if you're holding the direction, even if the camera changes, you will
Yeah, but
continue
now
the
if
same
I pre-
direction.
But
So
once you take it off,
I'm holding
then
down.
yeah.
Now I'm still holding down.
Okay.
But now if I press down, I turn around.
All right, that makes sense. That seems
No, I think that's the
reasonable.
only way it would make sense, I guess.
Is this how it was before?
No.
No, it's
No.
just
Tank
different.
controls.
You had to press up to go forward, left
Even
and right
if you were
would turn
facing
you.
down. Ugh,
Was it,
It was like
first
driving a
person
car.
or third person?
Third person. It was
Okay.
like driving a car.
that's not how
Okay,
I
and this
view
is
driving
this
a
is also
car.
different because
I don't
right
even
is
drive a
always
car.
right.
How do you
So-
turn your car?
I go left.
Yeah.
All right.
You go like you move it to the left until
then
you're facing the right
you-
direction.
But that's
and then
not
you
how driving
accelerate.
a car works.
You go forward by accelerating. You don't go forward by pushing your wheel forward.
Yeah, but it's not like
Okay, why is the status screen?
Okay.
I don't know what X is
We're
yet.
playing. We're playing on the Xbox One for what it's worth.
Yeah. All right, Barry, what's up?
Barry.
Barry. Ah, this bitch again.
still blood.
Still on the fingers.
just go do something.
I think I'm gonna paint my gun in it.
Yeah,
He looks like he's lighting his head
Okay.
on fire.
maybe
Yeah.
he is.
Like, fuck this game.
The worst part is, I know that this is just the loading screen animation, but
Oh.
every time I feel
All
like,
right, guys,
like
I'm
we
scared
see it,
now.
I feel like
It's
I'm
so
going to
scary.
expect it to be some kind of
Oh,
thing.
I dedicate this inaugural episode of the CPAD to my sister, Gabby.
It's locked.
Aw.
Hi, Gabby.
An emblem of armor.
He's carved into
Okay,
the
that's
lock.
fun.
What's down here?
All right.
Gabby was a really
There's an
great
elevator
actress
here.
pretending to be very scared in some footage we were filming when we were on vacation.
Nice.
That's awesome.
I
Some
think
stairs.
my favorite quote was, "It's really scary."
I'm kind of curious how the jump scares are going to
It's
work in
locked.
this game, because I've seen
Sword.
some footage of the original game, and it's like the jump scare is that something arrives from around the corner, from a distance, which is like, I'm sure it's going to get a reaction out of me still, but it's one of those things where you're just kind of like, oh, all right. Whoop.
Well, I
All right.
guess tonight we'll find out who the real weenies are.
Yeah. Granted, they pulled some similar shit in 7, and it was still like, holy fuck, so. Up. Oh no, we fell into a black hole, you guys.
With Voldemort, dang.
Well,
Yeah.
That's
that
a
a unicorn?
unicorn.
I love this zombie.
Oh,
Because in the original, like half the zombies in the game look exactly like this zombie.
ugh.
Because they probably only made like 3
Oh,
sprites.
time to go. Do you have any ammo?
Oh, that's good. L automatically aims you at the guy.
Nice.
That's great.
I love his
Sir,
zombie arms.
Sir!
Hey, maybe you should stop.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
did you? Which direction did it turn you?
there it is. Oop. All right.
Oh.
Hang on, zombie. I gotta
I'm
open
waiting for
this
the door to open and a zombie hand to pop out and pull it closed again or something.
Right. Barry zombie hand.
What is it?
Look out! It's a monster!
It's a monster.
Barry,
Look
do
out.
me a favor and use your ammo.
Take care of it.
This clearly doesn't seem to be doing too
Ma-
much, buddy. Oh, there you go.
Maybe.
What the hell is this thing?
There are no zombie works of fiction in our
Yeah.
universe.
I didn't even realize I found Kenneth. I forgot.
Kenneth? So we already found Kevin, and now we found Kenneth.
I'm just picturing
We still gotta
Kenneth
find-
the Page from 30 Rock.
We gotta still find Kendra and Kensington before we can get all of Bravo team squared away.
And Kinba the White Lion.
Yeah.
And Mackenzie, but she goes by Kenzie.
Yeah, she goes with Kenzie.
I hate her.
I know. No. We love you, Kenzies out there.
Oh.
Don't let John troll
What was
you.
with that camera shift?
No, I'll probably like you in real life,
Yeah.
but
Can you move the arms of that or the hands
it's
of that
like
clock?
when an Alexander
gone?
goes by Xander, which I also like.
Oh
What
no!
about when a Christopher goes by Topher?
No,
How's it
fuck
gone?
that. I'll destroy you, life.
You're right. How the hell you were gone for literally
kidding.
seconds, and it's not a fast
He's
walking
not.
dude.
He likes Xander's. He likes Kenzie's. Fuck you, Tophers.
But if you're a Topher, you get
Unless
the fuck
that's your
right
whole
out of
name.
here.
If that's your whole name,
Yeah.
then
Yeah, if your parents
I
name you
respect
Topher,
your
I don't
mom.
hate
yeah.
you, I hate your
Yeah.
parents.
John.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Where is he?
Obviously the bathroom.
Whiskers.
John.
Where's
Can
our
we make a
cat?
cat version of Whiskers
That would be the best.
called Whiskers?
Isn't
I'm
one
surprised we have not made that joke yet.
Doesn't one of the Resident Evil games have a secret
Oh.
ending where if you do something, everyone turns into dogs or something?
I don't know what you're talking
Speaking
about.
of jokes
Oh,
I
how
wish
did I
that
find
had
this earlier?
been made, when we were out
Better
filming,
finish searching the hall first.
Yeah.
You know, just go all the
when
way
we were
around.
out filming.
when we were out filming
Search the whole hall.
like intro video for this,
Yep.
we were out there in the middle of the night, and
The
no
m-
one fucking mentioned
in the middle of the night.
anything. That is my favorite line from Resident Evil 7. Oh yeah, John,
Probably my
you weren't
favorite
here
line
for
from the
that,
entire
so you
Resident Evil
wouldn't
game.
Really know. I'm talking to you
so
like
confused.
you know.
Yep. I
So-
appreciate it though.
Okay, well, I was trying to include John in something that he wasn't.
It's
even
all
here
about
for.
seeming like I know. So if
Okay.
I just keep acting and you just keep assuming, we'll be fine.
Okay, well, it's a C-pad. We tell the truth here.
Silent Hill. Sorry, Silent Hill has dog endings and UFO endings, not Resident
Oh,
Evil.
right. Yeah, no, I remember that.
But
I
no,
bet.
when I was telling Lindsay about filming, I was like, so yeah, blah, blah, blah. It was great because it was fun, but I got bitten up because we were out there in the middle of the night. She's like, in the middle of the night? And I
Yep.
was so mad that none of us had
Not a
made that
single
joke
one of
in
us.
the
So
moment.
Blame Lindsay for not coming
Yeah,
and
'cause
shooting
that's
the
a
main
joke
part
from
of the
Resident
shoot
Evil
for. She
7.
just
Yep.
showed up at
Oh,
the very end
John's
and was like,
really
I've got the
good at
best costume
acting.
and the best
Really
character
with it.
intro.
He's the cutest actor.
Thank you.
I'm the cutest marksman. Look
I'm
at that shit.
Captain Whiskers.
Captain Whisker.
Oh no, Barry Burton with arse.
What's going on around here?
Yeah.
I can't figure it out.
Tar.
Same here.
Arse.
And now Wesker.
There's not much we can do.
Joseph, and then Chris, and then Wesker. Thank you very much.
All I can think about now when I hear her say Wesker is Whisker.
I'll try the door on the other side.
love
Man,
gonna
cell
keep hearing
phones.
that.
Cell phones have like ruined the horror genre in terms of tension these days.
Hang on.
Start from the first floor.
I'll call anyone.
Yeah.
I
like
almost forgot.
it anything prior to like 2003.
Oh,
Use of it.
What is that?
it's a lockpick.
Oh,
Well,
she's the master of
If she
unlocking
was
doors.
the
master
master,
of
wouldn't
unlocking.
she already have one?
Yeah, right.
Nah, she does it with her fingers.
need
This just helps it
Listen.
be faster.
Something happens.
She can unlock any door
Meet up in
anyway.
this hall.
Just takes years.
Okay, so if something happens, let's meet up in this hall. So basically, after every room, I'm gonna probably come crying to you in this
I
hall.
was gonna say, is this a safe room or a
I feel like
save
I could
room?
play
or-
this hall
This is a
pretty
safe
easily.
room. Actually,
So far
in
you,
the
you've been
original
doing
game, this was a save room, but now they've moved the save room to the dining room,
Oh, interesting.
which I don't think I'm gonna save yet
Why?
Was the dining room the one that we were in just a second
because I
ago?
have limited amount of saves.
Oh, really?
What?
Yeah. See how I have 3 ink ribbons? I can
That's
currently
oh,
save 3
jeez.
times.
Also, how do you?
Oh,
Whoa, fuck!
that is scary.
That's gonna make life
Hold
really
on, Papa
fucking
John's
difficult.
calling us.
Papa.
So honestly, what we want to do
Not
then
the real
is
Papa John. We know he's terrible.
at the
A
so,
representative.
so what
Helmet.
that means is we only want to be saving essentially at the end of a session.
They probably give you more as you go.
I mean, yeah, you do get more ink ribbons.
Okay.
You don't just get 3 for the game.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's what it was seeming like. For I was like, that seems fucking harsh. But like, if we only had 3, then it's like I guess we're saving at the end of sessions, and that's it. Because
All right. Now
we need
Oh.
to save at the end of
All right,
at the
I
end
can't
of the
get
night.
that thing yet.
The vase or the thing in the vase.
Is there a map yet?
Yeah, on the right there.
Map. Mansion 1.
So red means I haven't gotten everything in the room yet. Green
Okay. Oh, that's good.
means I have.
That's handy.
Yeah.
How would a map know any of this? But that's fine.
I assume red doors mean doors you haven't gone through yet,
Compass
or
is
doors
built.
that are locked.
Yeah, red is locked. I think gray I haven't gone through.
Okay.
Yeah, but like the one on the far
Blue
left.
you have. All right. Oh, a very useful video game map.
Yeah.
And a typewriter. Yeah, that's all the things you need.
What year does this take place in?
1998.
Cell phones were enough of a thing by then.
In 98?
That like a government agency of advanced cops would probably have something, yeah.
Probably, yeah. They'd have the big giant. Well, I mean, I
Hang
guess
on, let me call Wesker.
I guess in the 90s they didn't have to do the big backpack phones at that point.
All right, and that's the quick button for the map. Okay, good.
All right.
That's locked too.
I know it's part of the design of the game, but it does frustrate a little bit that like the angles are so high and harsh, because it does make looking around the room a little bit tricky. Like to inspect for things.
Yeah, you have to be real slow and methodical.
Do
or
I
else
try to go through here
as the screen's changing.
No, I don't need to.
What does that say on the statue?
Woman drawing water.
Oh, all right. So Aquarius,
How
basically.
do you draw water?
I don't know. They did it for
Oh,
Avatar.
that smells good. Pizza unlocked.
Smells like cheese. Cheese is bad for you.
Smells like victory.
It is bad for me, but it smells real good.
And now Barry's gone. Thanks, Barry.
Why'd you split up, you morons?
Yeah, right? That's the dumbest thing is like there's no... Oh, no. Every time we turn around, someone disappears. Quick, let's split up.
Guys, I'm pretty sure I'd be really good in a zombie apocalypse.
I would be pissing myself in the corner. I'm not even going to pretend. I would be like, please just call 911 and hope someone can save us, because...
Good to know. I'll remember that.
All
All right, guys, we're going to throw Rick to the zombies.
To be fair,
For real, though, if suddenly
I
there were
think
100
Sarah would be
people...
phenomenal.
Oh, yeah. That's her role.
Like,
Yeah.
I think that for all of Rick's calling 911, like
Yup.
Sarah would have someone there to pick it up on the other end to
We're just
just
gonna
make him
ignore
feel
that
better
guy.
about stuff. I don't
Yeah.
even know how.
Well, like...
Yeah,
That
no, Sarah
corpse
can
of your
make
comrade
bread out of
Kenneth.
nothing.
Looks like he's
Yeah.
holding
Oh.
something.
It's a film that belonged to Kenneth. I need
All
a
right.
video player. It is.
Oh,
what's
no,
a
it's
video
Resident Evil
player?
7 again. But no, like... If someone handed me something to fight with, would I fight with it? Sure. But I would definitely not be like, fuck yeah, let's go. Like, nuh-uh. I'm going to be the one going, we need a car, and we need to drive the fuck away from here as fast as possible. Nothing more pragmatic than running the fuck away.
Do you think it's better to be in the woods or in the city?
Neither. Open fields.
Oh, just so you can like see anything coming?
Yeah.
But then they can see you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Green
In the city, there's
herb.
more places to hide, more stories to
green
climb,
herb.
to ultimately get high enough.
If
where
you build a
might-
shelter in the middle of a field, they're not going to see you walking around, but you can put a window in and look around.
But can you build a shelter by yourself in the middle of a field with?
I would certainly
nothing?
hope it's not the middle of the... it's
Seeing
not
the-
just me.
In the middle of the
In
field.
the middle of the field.
It was just me. I don't know what I would do at that point, to be totally
well,
frank.
That's why it was a thought exercise, because like part of me thinks the city would be better because
Any one
there's
person by
more
themselves
other people
will
to distract
die.
them and better places to hide.
In a zombie-
but eventually that would not be good because
In a zombie outbreak,
more overrun.
no individual person would ever survive.
When?
Period.
How deep into this apocalypse are we talking about?
Great question.
I
It
mean,
almost doesn't matter because right in the beginning.
Day 1, I want to be in a field. Day
Yeah.
50, I want to be able to see other people coming.
I mean, sure. If you go into the city
almost
and
in
go
reverse,
up into
I want
if
to
you
be
go
able
up
to hide a little.
into a high rise, go sneak into the presidential suite or whatever, something you can only get to by an elevator, then you're probably okay. But you eventually have to leave for food. You eventually have to,
No,
get
I mean
more
you can
water.
hunt birds.
The water might be tainted. Like you have to.
You,
have
can
to be
capture
close enough-
rain.
Birds whom's life is up in the air.
Yeah.
Birds. That's right.
The rain may be tainted also.
Oops.
You don't know that the rain isn't tainted. It's going to be evaporating
That's
all the
true.
gross stuff.
That's true.
So now you need to be able to purify it, which either needs a ton of filters, which probably aren't
Which means
enough,
forward-
or fire.
Which means thinking in advance, which we're assuming you couldn't have.
Right.
Wait, Jill keeps unlocking all these doors. Is
Yeah.
she using her fancy thing or just unlocking doors? Like,
She's the master of unlocking.
right. So what the fuck is Barry doing?
That's
locking
probably
doors.
Barry.
He's the master of locking doors.
But I'm just saying, like, if she needs to use her thing to unlock the
Oh,
doors,
that's for the door, maybe.
if he doesn't have
I don't
the
think
thing,
she's using her thing to unlock anything.
Oh.
But
But
maybe that's just the way they're explaining away.
I mean,
how you
that
can
just
Was
open
that a
more doors.
euphemism
That just
for
seems-
dick? Was that a joke that went over my head?
it wasn't a euphemism for
Oh,
dick.
okay.
No, it was a euphemism, but it wasn't for dick.
Oh.
I'm not making any wild assumptions about Jill.
Oh, no, it's not even that. I wasn't sure if I missed a joke. Was it that kind of joke?
It was that kind of joke.
Okay.
Could you imagine someone being like, I'm the master of unlocking doors, and she just drops around like, all right, let me get on this doorknob, and everyone's like, whoa, no. We have tools for this. You don't have to. Please don't do that.
That
So how
better
do I
be a
s-
porn
how do I
parody
change
of
this
Resident Evil.
manual?
Oh my god, that'd be great. I'm the master of unlocking doors. Does that and just like leans forward and backs up to the
really
doorknob.
and truly just need to.
Someone's got to make.
There's
that
got to be a
happen.
porn parody of this, right?
Oh, of course, clearly. What would it be
What
called?
do we call it? Resident Beaver.
Actually, yeah, probably. That's
Based exactly on our premise too. It's perfect.
yeah.
Just rolls right off the
The
tongue.
closest I had was Resident
That's what she
BJ,
said.
but yeah, Beaver is definitely
Ooh.
better. Either way, though, we made our save. We used up our first ink reel, ink ribbon.
Ink rail.
No, we didn't save.
She's gonna get ink rail.
just said
Watch
saved.
out.
Let's save the controls.
Oh, save controls. Well, we should still come back next time and
Next time.
unlock more
time.
doors.
Next Tim.